I remember doing lines of coke while I was taking shots, having sex with my wife's cousin in our house to help offset the effects of my addiction because I was so sick in the head that sex helped to come down some. And I wouldn't have sex with my wife because I had to have sex with people that would use with me. That's how sick we are as an addict. As an addict, we have these weird obsessions. And for some, it's gambling. For some, it's pornography. For some, it's sex that we throw in with our massive addiction because it helps that come down. It's almost this form of twisted self-medication. Mine was hooking up. And I would always hook up with people that would use to the extent that I would. And my wife's cousin would drink and do coke with me. And guess what? We're doing this. Now we're end up having sex. We're going to do more coke. We're going to keep drinking more. And we would hook up all day long. And next thing you know, my wife comes home and we would play it off like absolutely nothing happened. And we were just, it was a day off or whatever it was. But that is how we work when we are an addict, is we are going to try and offset these drops as much as we can. And this is why people go on these benders even. And they will disappear because you literally succumb and lose yourself to the drugs and you justify everything that you do. You are the most horrible human being in the world and you justify everything that you're doing. That everything that you do is okay and it's acceptable because no one understands and it's just such a struggle and I deserve this. It's so sick how we are as an addict and we will hurt and destroy everything. I should have left my wife. I should have divorced. I should have did the right thing, been a man, and looked at my wife and said, hey, I need to get divorced from you because I'm a horrible human being. But you know what? I was too weak and I couldn't, because we as addicts are very weak. We're bitches. We are the victim of life and we can't own anything. And that's one of the scary things. The biggest thing I did that helped me get sober was I had to start taking ownership of everything in my life, the good, the bad, and the fucking ugly. And the more ownership that you start to take, the more that you own it, the more that it doesn't own you anymore, and you fight forward towards that sobriety. And anybody who's gotten sober will tell you that making amends is a huge part of it, but it is also a struggle and it is a battle. And so for the one that's going through it, I've been there before, man. I share and educate just for the family members, especially that have family members that are an addict, that have, brothers, sisters, kids, sons, wives, husbands, whatever, that are addicts, because it's hard to understand how insanely sick we are. And for the one that's out there trying to get sober, man, it is a battle. It is a fight. But I will say this, you have to give all the energy that you once gave into your addiction into your sobriety, and you have to find what works for you, whether it's inpatient rehab, outpatient rehab, whether it's sober living, whatever it might be, therapists, therapy, medication. It's about not giving up, and it's about finding what works for you, because what works for me may not work for you, and vice versa. It's finding what works for you and having that accountability that allows you to never give up, to not falter, to have that strength behind you, to know that it does get better. I will say this, after 7 years of being sober, as crazy as I can tell some of these stories, as crazy as the days that I've had, I would not trade a single day right now at all for one of those days or to relive that. In fact, I'm mad at myself that I didn't get sober sooner, because my life right now is that much more amazing than what it ever was. And that's the amazing thing about it, is I will say this, man, when you get sober, life becomes beautiful again, and you owe it to yourself.